we seem to be sort of doing a live stream every day, it seems, or it feels like it. Guys, please don't forget to like, comment on and share the stream to your social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for alerts on new content. And as always, guys, we thank you very much indeed for your support in this particular endeavour. Duke, where are we going next?
I'm guessing you're going to press play on a video.
What, this one? Forged from Iron is proud to support Iron Supporting Food Banks. They are a group of West Ham United fans and friends inspired by the work of other football fan food banks around the country. They collect food and cash donations from Newham Food Bank in Beckton, who supply 7 distribution centres in the borough, 7 days a week, and hand out several hundred 3-day emergency food packs every month to families in need. They are also working with other groups to improve conditions for vulnerable adults and children in the Newham community. They are supported in their efforts by West Ham United Football Club, the WHU Foundation, LS185, London Legacy Development Corporation, Newham Council, the Met Police, Spire London East Hospital, Expedient Security, and a large number of West Ham and football fans. You can help by making a donation to their Just Giving page. You will find the link to this in the description section of the video details in this stream. Thank you for your support. Come on, you Irons. So you have joined us on Forged from Iron today, ladies and gentlemen, to discuss Premier League Match 11. We go to Anfield, Duke. Not a happy hunting ground over the years, it has to be said.
No. I mean...
Hi, Charlie.
No, it's not. But that has to change, Rob. And I can't see why it wouldn't be tomorrow that it changes. So upbeat, Duke. Upbeat.
You'll be upbeat until you see Ben Rama's name on the starting 11.
That was mentioned to me earlier, and
was it? That's funny.
And I refused to cave, and I'm going to refuse to cave. Today is, this video is all about positivity for me. I mean, I've been reading some bits, Rob, and as I said to you before we came live, those in the know, those that have a bit more experience of, talking about football than you or I do.
Yep.
Shall we say?
Quite a long list.
Well, those that are paid to do so, let's put it that way. They actually give us a bloody good chance of going to Anfield tomorrow. And because of our power, our pace, and our prowess, the 3 Ps, hey, long time no see. Due to our prowess, our power, and our pace on counter-attacks, they actually give us a bloody good write-up and a bloody good chance of a victory tomorrow, to a point they've actually given us a chance of a 2-1 win over on Sky. The guy that does all the Super Sixes and stuff, he's actually given us a 2-1 victory on it tomorrow. And that gives me confidence as well, Rob, that these guys know that that's, what we can do. Give me a second. I've got to do something.
Oh, he's got to go to the little boys' room, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we had this organised since yesterday, and he could have gone for a pee beforehand, but oh no. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to share something with you, good ladies and gentlemen. Please bear with me. I'm going to get rid of that banner there. I'm going to get rid of that banner there, and I'm going to add this to the screen, and I'll go full screen with it. Duke will be along momentarily, but you guys in the live chat, this is... Oh, you're back. There you go. Okay, so this is what I suspect that Mr. Moyes will go with tomorrow, rightly or wrongly. I'm not saying it's what I would pick, but this is what I think Mr. Moyes will. Lucas Fabianski will be the goalkeeper. We will line up with a 4-2-3-1 formation with Cresswell as the left back, Kehrer as the right back, and I do suspect that both Zuma and Dawson will both make a return to the starting 11. In front of them will be Declan Rice with the captain's armband, and his partner will be Thomas Souček. Lucas Paqueta will be playing in the Hurl, with Pablo Fornals in for his work rate on the left at the expense of the aforementioned Saeed Benrahma, much to Duke's pleasure, happiness. On the right-hand side will be Jared Bowen, and up top with the number 9 shirt will be Antonio. Talk to me, Duke. What are your thoughts?
I think you're misguided, sir.
Okay.
With
Explain.
regards to myself, I'd actually like to see Benny out there on the right, on the left. I would.
Do you think Moyes will?
I think there's a possibility. I think. Listen, we know Trent and we know Robertson's desire to get forward.
Yep.
I'll come to that, Sharky. Old Drawses. We know that they have a desire to get forward.
Yep.
We know that they. Well, one of them can't defend for Toffee. So for me, having players that, can go, having players that love to run with the ball, which we know Bowen does and can, we know Benrahma does and somewhat can, and then we, you got Paqueta looking to find. I wouldn't be surprised if we start with Benrahma. But then that being said, Rob, okay, that being said, you could see Bowen on the left tomorrow.
Maybe.
And Antonio over on the right with Scamacca up top. I really can see that happening. And the reason for that is that the pace and the bullishness that Antonio brings us may or may not work in the centre forward role when he's got to deal with the possibility of my tip and not my tip.
Your tip?
Yeah, no, not my tip. I knew you were going to. I knew because my brain ended as well. And he was considered to be the best defender in the world at the minute in old Virgil. It might even be Gomez, and then if it's Gomez is easily bullied, Rob, in my opinion. I think he's easily bullied, and he's most definitely caught out of position a lot. And if you can have the likes of Bowen, Scamacca and Antonio, they're not slow. They're not slow players. Kera, Dawson, these, even Rice can ping a 60-yard pass, Rob. We've seen Dawson do it.
Yep.
We've seen Kera. Kera can pick a pass as well. You got Rice and Paqueta there. If those three that are mentioned in Antonio, Bowen and Scamacca are aware and ready to be breaking those lines and getting in behind, I really do believe, like I said, the guy on Sky earlier puts us there for a 2-1 win for that reason, our ability to counter-attack at pace and, get in behind. If we can do that, we could give that Liverpool backline an absolute torrid time. And if we can, with the likes of Trent and Robertson, if Trent starts, I know Milner started out there on Sunday against City.
He did.
But if Trent starts, he's a danger going forward. But that being said, with Bowen on the left, is he going to get us forward as often as he would like? For the simple fact is, if Dawson's looking to ping a pass from the left side, the right side of centre back to left wing and get in behind Trent because he's gone fucking wonders. Yeah. Do you see what I mean? I say, I've come into this video full of positivity. The stuff that I've read, the comments that other football experts have made, those that are paid by Sky to do their their build up, their reviews and stuff, and the fact that they give us this opportunity because of exactly that, the breaking, the pace of which we can do so, the accuracy of passes from the likes of Kera, Dawson, Souček, Cresswell can
Hold on. Accurate passes from Souček.
not Souček, Rice, sorry.
Oh, right.
Sorry, my apologies. You've got what? Kera, Dawson, Cresswell, Rice, Paqueta. You've got 5 players there that can pick a pass. You've got 4 players there that will be doing it from deep if it's necessary. Dawson, Kera, Cresswell, and Rice will be able to pick a pass. And if the likes of Antonio, and I know it's not likely, can time his run right and get in behind, the likes of Bowen getting in on the other side, if we do that, I really do think we have a bloody good chance of going there tomorrow and getting something from the game.
Okay. Before I go with what I suspect Jurgen Klopp will line up with, who will be in the technical area, despite the fact he was red carded against Manchester City. I actually thought it was a bit weird at the time. I don't know about you, but do you know the thing that really struck me as odd is despite the fact he was sent off at the final whistle, he came onto the pitch. And I was like, can he do that?
No, he's not. He should have been nowhere.
He spoke to the ref. He spoke to the ref. So clearly he was allowed by the ref. Whether he should have been, personally, I don't think he should have been. I think once you've been sent from the field to play, you don't return. Done. See you later. Goodbye.
No, you should be up in the stands at this point.
Well, he should. He should have been. He should have been away. Gone. See you later. I can't understand why he is not, having received a straight red, that he's not banned for the next game. Done. If it was a player, it would be.
Well,
I can't remember. Can you remember? Because we had the little spat not so long ago between Thomas Tuchel and Antonio Conte, and they were both sent from the stands, from the touchline. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they not? Did they serve an immediate touchline ban?
I believe so.
So what's the difference?
Don't hold me to that. But the fact, what bugs me is I was watching, obviously, Sky Sports News. We've had it on. It's been on the TVs all day, as you'd expect. He's been charged with bringing the game into disrepute after his red card at Anfield on Sunday. Well, if he's been charged, then what's his punishment? Because if he's allowed to be in the dugout, then there is something. Big Six? Can we whisper it?
Well, like I say, I don't know. I'm trying to remember it. If someone in the live chat can clear this one up, did Thomas Tuchel and Antonio Conte, after they got sent off early this season at Stamford Bridge for coming to, having a little bit of a tete-a-tete with one another, did they immediately serve a touchline ban? Because who was the other one? There was another one as well, wasn't it? Jesse Marsh.
Yes.
He had a bit of a bust up with, who was it?
Someone.
Was it a ref or someone? I don't, but I don't understand why it's not, okay, you've been red carded by an official, you're gone. See you later. I did find it quite odd that he came onto the pitch at the end of the game the other day. So
then, I don't know, Rob. Unless the referee hasn't put it in his report. Do you see what I mean? Like, that can be the only thing here. I think you're frozen. Your internet's amazing. No, but that being said, I don't think he should be there. He's received the red. If he's been charged by the Premier League, sorry, not by the FA, been charged by the Premier League today for bringing the game into disrepute, and therefore should serve a ban. I don't understand. I also have noted that. If my memory is right, Manchester United have been fined or have been charged for bringing the game into disrepute. Pardon me, because of their players. Oh, I'm on my own. I love it. Because of their players have brought the game into disrepute. So I'm very. It annoys me. Oh, he's back. Yeah, I don't know, Rob. Tell me your thoughts.
Sky broadband. This is meant to be super duper internet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm paying top dollar for this shit. Seriously. I've been onto them today, by the way.
Good.
Uh,
So you should.
I said to them, do you not know who I am?
Did they not know?
I didn't have a fucking clue, mate.
Not a Scooby.
To be honest, my wife don't know who I am half the time. So
I mean, I can get that. She doesn't see a lot of you, to be fair.
well, yeah, most of the time I'm talking to you, to be fair. So
I spend more time in the company of you than I do my own missus at the minute, Rob. It's slightly concerning.
And you work with her?
Yeah, right. Well, I'll use that term loosely.
Was she stuck in the traffic again today? Was she?
3 hours to do an hour round trip, Rob. 3 hours to do the hour round trip.
They're down now.
Yeah, I saw them get absolutely walloped by the cherry picker. The cherry picker went up and decided they'd had enough of their bullshit and dragged them down. I mean, personally, as I said to you earlier, probably should have just taken a couple of paintballs and just peppered them for a couple of hours. Did you hear one of them? Allegedly, I saw a Twitter account. I don't know if it was a real Twitter account, but it was actually a Twitter account for the Kent 999s. Yep. And allegedly, one of the dangling bastards.
No, first I've heard about this.
One of the dangling bastards text the police because obviously they were in contact. Text the police asking if they could order a couple of cappuccinos.
Seriously?
It was on a Kent 999's Twitter
That's got to
feed.
be a wind up. That's what
I thought. But it was a Kent 999's Twitter feed. It was sent, I believe, in a chat that I'm on, voice chat. So if it was a mistake, so be it. But I mean, listen. They should be charged with everything to within an inch of their own lives. There is no way.
I will be back in about 20 seconds.
Are you leaving me again?
I am, but momentarily.
I don't like this, Robert. This is ruining our dynamic. Anyway, back to the Liverpool game. I don't think it matters as to what team he puts out tomorrow, to be honest with you. Anyway, you're back. Kind of. No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, you are. You froze.
Did I? Oh, shit. Should I get the Liverpool team up, or what I suspect will be the Liverpool team up before my internet balls is up again? Hang on. Right, okay. Right, so I'm going to press some buttons, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully, as if by magic, the shopkeeper will arrive. Here we go. Now, this is what I suspect that Jurgen Klopp will put out. Alisson in goal, nothing revelatory there. Now, I think until quite recently, most people would have said that Liverpool under Klopp is a 4-3-3 team. Well, recently they haven't been so much. They've flitted between, they've had 4-4-2, they've had 4-2-3-1 as a formation they've utilised. I've got a funny feeling, though, that tomorrow they're going to go back to the good old tried and tested 4-4-2 formation, 4-3-3 formation, and they're going to go within midfield. They're going to go with Fabinho, Thiago, and the captain, Jordan Henderson, and a front three of Darwin Núñez, Roberto Firmino, and Mo Salah. But you'll notice at the back, you were mentioning Mr. Alexander-Arnold. I haven't gone for him. I suspect that he's going to shift Gomez across to right back. He's going to have Konate in partnering Van Dijk, and Robertson will be the left back. Make of that, Mr. Duke, what you will.
Yeah, it's not. It's not beyond the realms, is it? Really? I mean, if you look at it, you can understand why. Konate is a bit of a monster. From what I actually understand, though, he can go wandering and can go missing. Same as Gomez. Gomez is very much a liability in the same sense as Trent. Gomez isn't a right back, though. Gomez is
a better defender than Trent.
All day long. And if they do use him, then that might be slightly different for us. But again, both of they like their wide they like their fullbacks to get forward. and get up the pitch to kind of overload. And if we can work that to our favour, it might be that their midfield three there has to sit deeper. That being said, Roberts,
Yep.
did anything come from the Liverpool Arsenal game of a specific thing or things that the former England captain, England international, and Liverpool captain may or may not have said, aimed
I
an
didn't
Arsenal
hear
fan?
exactly what was said to have been said.
No
I don't
one
know.
knows. No one knows what was said. Okay, I can only go by videos like we do and other bits and pieces that I've seen across social media that you call conspiracy theories or whatever. They kind of draw on the reactions of certain players in and around the two players involved. So Henderson
Right.
was the Liverpool player involved, and I think it
Gabriel.
possibly was Gabriel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, whatever it is that he is reported to or not reported to, and theorized that he said, I'm not going to make any comment on that. Whether it was a racist comment, whether it wasn't, whether he just called him a
Brick.
C word.
Yep.
I don't know. But it was the look on Firmino, and I think there was another. I think it was an Arsenal player in there who actually had a disgusted face, Rob, in the videos. They were like, kind of that sort of thing. And I've seen the videos, and I've watched these, I won't say conspiracy theories, these theories that certain channels have put out there. They are Arsenal channels. There are some counteraction from Liverpool fans,
Right.
but the fact that I've heard nothing more of it, was the fact that
maybe there was nothing to it.
yeah, and that's
Maybe.
but then there is the case of, is it being brushed under the carpet because he is an England international? It's a concern because obviously we had the bad rap with the whole John Terry debacle.
John Terry, Anton, and Ferdinand. Yeah.
That I'm not. Like I say, I want to stand here now and categorically state I've not heard anything that it was a racist comment. All I'm saying is, watching the reactions of the players around him, that they looked quite disgusted at what was said. So again, those watching, and if you go look for them, you can probably find them on YouTube and on TikTok and Twitter.
Yeah.
You can make of that what you will.
Yeah. The only thing I would say to that is that, looking at it from a slightly different perspective, do you remember years ago Mark Clattenburg at Stamford Bridge with all the Chelsea players that accused him of certain words that were said, he was attributed to have said, and it came out later and it was a load of old bollocks?
Yeah, and you know what? If that is the case, then so be it, and that's fine. But like I say, the fact that I've not heard anything else from what may or may not have been said, and again, I'm only theorising, by other channels and other videos that I've seen.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. That was all.
No, I haven't heard anything, and like I say, if anything untoward has been said, I'm sure that will come out in the fullness of time. It shouldn't be anything that affects us today, tomorrow, even. It shouldn't be anything that affects us tomorrow. If he said something, then there'll be due process, and he will be dealt with accordingly. So,
obviously,
I mean, if you want to, I mean, you mentioned the John Terry Anton Ferdinand incident. Well, John Terry wasn't immediately given any sort of punishment. It was much, much later on that he was dealt with.
It was.
So, yeah. Anyway, talking of officials, as I mentioned Mark Clattenburg earlier, there are the officials that will be in charge tomorrow at Anfield. Stuart Atwell. Yes, I always I'm always a little bit concerned when his name pops up. I know it was a long, long time ago, but this was a referee that gave a goal when the ball didn't go under the crossbar and between the posts. How do you do that?
I mean, my concern is the other spanner on VAR, to be honest with you.
Chris Kavanagh.
No, the other one.
Oh, sorry, I was reading it wrong.
Peter
Yeah,
Paulson.
Craig Paulson. Yeah. Another fantastic referee. Listen, they've got a horrible job to do. I mean, I actually feel sorry for the linos. I actually feel really sorry. I mean, what Klopp did to the lino the other day, he's running up. It's like I'm nothing to do with it, mate. I'm stood here, I'm waving a flag for Christ's sake. You know, you're in my grill.
Yeah, for me, that's it. That's all. He's there to do his job, and you've absolutely ruined the poor sod. Like you've come running down the touchline, practically barking at the poor bastard. Like he's you know. I don't get again going back to the comment earlier about the fact that he's going to be in the touchline on the touchline. I don't get it. I don't get how he's allowed.
Don't know. I'm sure that there's nothing untoward. I'm sure it's all above board.
Of course it isn't.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, load of old bollocks. But there you go. He's actually a pretty good ref nowadays. Yeah, like I say, Sharky, I'm probably. Like I say, I've got a long memory, and I just remember him giving a goal that wasn't even close to being a goal.
Ghost goal.
Well, I mean, there was that ghost goal that Liverpool got against Chelsea in the Champions League semi-final in 2005. The ghost goal that Mourinho referenced. Well, at least that was in the same postcode as the goal the ball was. The one that he gave years ago, I think it was a championship game, and I've got a vague recollection. It was Reading. That was one of the teams, I think. And listen. I mean, look, he probably is a very good referee. I mean, he's gone onto the Premier League list, so he's obviously hitting a certain standard. But I say, I just see his name and I go, that's the ref that gave the goal that wasn't even close to being a goal. And I just, mud sticks. What can you do? But so Duke. And you guys in the live chat get involved with this one as well, because Duke is going to give me what his score predictions are. How's this one being played out, mate? And more importantly, are we going to come away with anything?
Well, as I said to you earlier, Rob, I used my £5 free bet earlier. I got with Sky due to losing some money against watching us play against Southampton at the weekend. So I got a free bet and I decided I was going to use it. And I used it on all 9 games that are being played over the period of these next couple of days.
Nice. And
it was, I basically, what I did was I went with the Soccer 6. They've got like the Soccer 6 and they predict the scores and they predict. Well, if I'd actually used my £5 free bet and actually used the scores that they predicted rather than just the results. So, for instance, they've got, I think Brighton down to win 2-0 today. Have you frozen on me, Rob? I know I can still, you blinked. Oh, you blinked.
I'm here.
I put it down as a Brighton win. Yep. They put it down as Brighton to win 2-0. If I'd actually done it as the 2-0 and the other scores going through, my £5 free bet would have been worth £500,000.
Is that all?
Right, not bad for a freebie. Now, I've actually gone with just the result. So West Ham to win, Brighton to win, Brentford to beat Chelsea. Pays me back 56 grand, as I said to you earlier. I'm actually quietly confident, Rob, that we can take this 2-1. I really am.
Okay. Well, you guys,
I really am.
Want to get your...
I mean, listen, we beat them. Well, we did the double over them, didn't we? Couple of seasons ago. Or we drew there and we beat them at home. It was one of the two.
Last season we lost at Anfield, won at London Stadium.
3-0.
Season before was 2 defeats. Season before was 2 defeats.
Oh, fuck me. Well,
We haven't. Yeah, the last time we did the double over them was the last season at Upton Park.
Mark Noble.
3-0 at Anfield and
That was
2-0 at Upton Park. And then we also beat them in the FA Cup just for shits and giggles.
Angelo.
Yeah, that's right. Last
Big
knockings
header.
of the match, wasn't it? I think it was 120th minute, and he pops up for the free kick.
I was under a pile of West Ham fans at the ball that night. People had jumped on me when we scored. I know I do.
Good
I think
effort.
I'm confident, Rob. I know fan of the channel, Lucas is going. Jammy bastard.
Yep.
No, I'll be honest with you, Rob. I'm quietly confident that we can pick up a 2-1 win there tomorrow.
Okay. I'm probably going to surprise a few people with my prediction. I think that we're going to do better than people think. I got a funny feeling we're going to go there and we're going to put up a bit of a fight. I mean, you look at our last 3 results at Anfield, and we've only lost by 1 goal. Last season, it was a 1-0 defeat. Season before that, it was a 2-1 defeat. Season before that, it was a 3-2 defeat. That's actually the scoreline I'm going for tomorrow. I think we're going to lose, but I think we're going to lose 3-2. I think we're gonna have a right old go at them. They've not had a great start to their season. Let's look. Hey, Nick, hope you're well. They've had a poor start to their season. Now, yes, they beat Manchester City, who the common consensus is up to that point was the form team in world football, certainly in European football. Before that, they beat Rangers. All right, let's be honest, they should beat Rangers, but 7-1 at Ibrox.
Yeah.
That made me sit up and take notice. That was like, oh, hang on, that's not just a routine win. But take those 2 to one side. Up to that point, this season they've been pretty poor. Now, those 2 results are the nearest 2 results to this match, and they have to be taken into consideration. But they haven't been pulling up any trees. They really haven't. I think if we can get at them, if we can rough them up a little bit, and I'm not talking sort of like, punch them in the mouth or anything like that,
I want to do
knuckle
that.
dusters, baseball bat, I'm not sort of talking about anything like that. But, stand up and be counted. I think we can cause him a few problems. I don't think it will be enough over the 90 minutes, but I think it will be one of those where we'll come away, despite the fact we'll have 0 points to show for it. I think we could sort of like look at it and go, hold on, lads. We've actually taken one of Europe's best teams who might be in a little bit of a transitional period in their history, but we've run them close. I think we could use that as a positive influencer for the game that follows that, which will be the home game against Bournemouth. I listen, if we can go there. I mean, listen, and Dave, I'd be more than happy with a draw. If it was a boring 0-0 and we were sort of like, they were hitting the bar, they were hitting the post, we were clearing shots off the line, Fabianski's making world-class saves and all the rest of it, and we didn't have a shot on target or very few, you'd take it. You listen, we normally go to Anfield and get our trousers pulled down. You know that. But I mean, if we got a point, I mean, 1-1, 0-0, whatever, I'd be perfectly happy. I think even if we lost, like I say, if we lose by the scoreline, I'm predicting a 3-2 reverse. I'd look at that and go, do you know what? Look, we've taken one of the best teams. I mean, this was the team that last season, let's get it right, they played every single game that they could have played in. They got to the League Cup final, they got to the FA Cup final, and they won them. They got to a Champions League final, and the only reason they didn't win it was because Thibaut Courtois had not just the game of his life, but in my opinion, he had the goalkeeping performance that I've never seen the like of before. And I've seen some good goalkeeping performances, but that was on another level. He was not going to get beaten. It didn't matter what Liverpool did that night. And as the Premier League, it's 38 games, and they lost it by that much over 38 games against a cracking Man City team. So there's no disgrace in that. This was a team that came very, very close to rewriting the record books. not so long ago. Yes, they've lost Sadio Mane. Yes, there's been certain other little things that are causing a little bit of flux and a little bit of transition, but this is still a top team. If we go there and we get beat, but it's a defeat where we look like we're competitive, I'll absolutely take that, no problem at all.
Well, I'm going to also agree with Nick. He says there, I think Liverpool will struggle tomorrow night only because they had a really hard win at the weekend. I think they gave all on Friday, on Sunday night. Gave all, and maybe more than they've got in the tank, if you know what I mean. They might have exhausted some reserves there, and we could take advantage of that tomorrow night. I really do believe that. As I said when I came on, Rob, I'm coming on full of confidence. I'm coming on, not as the doom and gloom that I could be. I'm coming on really confident, and I everything that I've read today has obviously created that confidence in me, and I am very much convinced that I believe, me personally, we can get something out of this game tomorrow if we play to our strengths as we've done. As you've said, don't matter if you have 70% of the ball and you can't do nothing with it. If we have 30% of the ball and score 3 goals tomorrow, 2 goals tomorrow, a goal tomorrow, and don't concede, we're laughing. So no, I am confident tomorrow. I am confident. You're on mute, genius.
We can cut that bit out. They'll never know. They'll never know. Okay, hang on. Tacto! There you go. Right.
Wow. Okay. All right, Nazi.
Oi, steady. It was just German.
I felt at home then.
It was your German genes all fired up at that point.
Yeah, look, I've actually got them on. Now, look.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Und Levi Strauss.
Oh, it's all going. It's all going.
I know. Listen. I've had the last day and a half, 2 days with some 2 dickheads up a bridge about a mile from where I live that's caused absolute fucking chaos.
Geniuses, though.
You'd be a little bit.
Well, listen, I woke up this morning to seeing videos of people shooting fireworks at them, which was amazing.
That was last night. That was brilliant.
Absolutely outstanding. Should have attached dynamite to the fireworks.
Have you seen that meme that's been doing the rounds with the Del Boy with the
brilliant
double-barreled shotgun?
Brilliant. I shared that earlier. Absolutely fantastic.
And have you seen this geezer's addresses out there?
Yeah, I saw that.
Listen, it was already out there. So
I know it was. I'm not pointing the finger at you for sharing it. But he's probably going to want to pray that he's locked up because he's going to get absolutely ruined, mate. I wouldn't be surprised if he wakes up and
letterbox.
Oh, mate, his windows are going to be put in his house. He's out. I actually feel sorry, and I do feel sorry.
I don't. He did it all of his own accord.
Your horses, penis boy. I actually feel sorry for if he's got a family, a wife and kids or whatever. That's who I feel sorry for in this situation. Is the missus and the kids, because that it wouldn't surprise me if people are going to camp outside his house playing fucking heavy metal music like Rammstein, like death metal, going to just absolutely ruin this poor bastard. I say poor bastard. I don't feel anything poor for him. I'd love to go around and be the one putting the music for his letterbox, if I'm honest with you. No, it's fucking idiot, mate. I don't get it. I had a little tete-a-tete backwards and forwards with one of his pals.
Oh, I saw
on Twitter this morning, and it's just like, they're saying that parts of London and Essex are going to be underwater, and Kent, where you are, and stuff.
They said that 40 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, it was about 40 years ago. There was the flood that put the football ground in Belvedere underwater, but that was just nothing. They're saying that it's going to be permanently underwater by 2030. Where's your proof? They're saying that human civilization will collapse and won't be. We won't have a human civilization as of 2100.
So we got time for a swift half then.
Yeah, we could. But you know what bugs me? You know what bugs me?
Go on.
I asked the guy for proof, right? Where is your proof that we won't have human civilization in the year 2100? Where's your proof? And you know what he said to me? I can't give you proof. I went, what do you want me to fucking believe then? Absolute genius. He went, scientific research. I went, you know what scientific research is? He went, what? I went, best guess. That's what scientific research is. A study has said this might happen. Best guess. Best guess is all most science and scientific research is.
So scientific research says we're going to go to Anfield and we're going to win 10-0 tomorrow, doesn't it?
I've got to stand
Could do.
1-1. And that's what Hammerhead says.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, and so might be, well, one of my children. Gracie's 18 now. We're talking 78 years. She'll be, 100 and
That's a song, isn't it?
she'll be 96 by then. So unless she's got the Queen's genes, maybe not. But whereas, Logan,
wear jeans.
she
does.
does.
Yeah. Or pair of
The
Levi's.
Queen.
I
possibly when she was younger.
Pair of Lee Coopers.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
think she'd have gotten from Primark. I really don't.
No, I think she would have been slightly more. Would have been Primark. But yeah, I don't get it, Rob. Like I say, most scientific studies and stuff are the best guess, and I decided I called him a pillock, Rob. I called him a pillock.
I thought that was reasonably restrained and polite.
I can read the comment from Neil. Actually, it's actually quite a good one. I put there. He put nice word of the use pillock. I like that. That's good. He put nice word use of the word pillock. I prefer the word cunt, but you seem you seem very intelligent. I didn't want to go down that road too early. I was going to save that word for when I was losing the high ground, and I was just going to go in and go bollocks to you. It just annoys me. Like,
there are no big screens at Anfield. You're right, Sharky. And there's one other Premier League ground that doesn't have big screens. Old Trafford.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that.
Which is?
Well, they don't want things to be seen. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, of course you can.
I've seen it now. I didn't understand the other day. Talking about Old Trafford and Manchester United.
Yes.
Ronaldo's goal?
Do you know what? I haven't seen it either.
Have you not?
No.
Right.
This is against Newcastle, isn't it?
Yeah. From what I understand, the referee blew his whistle, held his hand up.
Right.
Holding his hand up indicates an indirect
free kick.
Which he keeps his arm held until the ball has been kicked, correct? Or touched by another player.
Yeah.
Right. So now, allegedly, the whistle was blown. He had his hand aloft. As he blew the whistle, the Newcastle player kicked it back with his toe poked it. Just a little gentle roll back to Nick Pope. And Nick Pope kind of stood there looking for the pass. Possibly, I believe he didn't hear the whistle blown initially. Ronaldo nips in, nicks the ball, pokes it in the back of the net.
Okay.
Right. They've all then instantly, and when I say, and Google it, Rob, you can if you YouTube it while we talk. Instantly, every outfield player, good evening, Clips, every outfield player surrounded the referee.
Man United.
Yeah, insisting it was a goal, pointing at whichever defender nudged the ball back to the goalkeeper.
Right.
And the referee ended up disallowing the goal and booking Ronaldo for his overzealous protests to it all. I just wanted your opinion on whether you thought it, but you've not seen it, so you kind of.
If you wait, sort of.
How about you guys
minute
in the
or so.
chat? You guys in the chat, if you've seen it, tell me.
Let me
I'd
have a
be
look.
interested to know what everyone thinks.
I've not seen this. I'd be very interested to. So if you guys can just bear with me for
Very interested to see your opinion on it.
right. Okay. Okay.
0-0 Brighton and
Yeah, it's
Forest.
3 minutes and 5. How far in was it? Was it towards the end?
Click halfway, mate.
Okay.
Click halfway. Hammerhead says it should have stood. Becca.
Oh, hang on.
also
I think
says it should have
hold
stood.
on. Here we go.
Or stuff, as Becca says, and then corrects us.
Right. Okay. Let's turn the sound on.
Okay,
Right.
so Clip says, don't think Ronaldo did anything wrong to be fair, but I think the ref blew his whistle after he tackled Pope, so he couldn't
Right.
give it. Right, okay.
I've seen him take the ball.
And when I
I
say,
haven't seen the touch by the defender. Hang on.
yeah, that'll be in the replay, Rob. You have to watch
Oh,
the
hang on.
replay part of that, but have a look at the way
I've got
the
it
players
here.
go. And just as heads up, Checo Coyote is coming on for Nottingham Forest.
Right. Okay. You want my opinion on that? See, the problem is that obviously I don't know at which point the referee blows his whistle.
Blows his whistle, yeah, exactly. But
Okay. Does he blow his whistle before or after he raises his arm? I mean, look, he's got his arm up. That's an indirect free kick, right?
Yeah.
The Newcastle defender does touch it and it rolls. Nick Pope standing there. Honestly, goal. I think that's a goal.
Yeah,
that's my initial reaction. But the crux of it is it all hinges on at what point did the referee blow the whistle? Because if the referee blew the whistle after the Newcastle defender has rolled it back to Nick Pope, then no.
And it's the same
but I don't think, I'm sure that if Ronaldo thought that was the case, he wouldn't have done what he did, surely.
But then what Clip says here is after Ronaldo takes the ball from Pope, the referee then blows his whistle again.
I wouldn't say he tackled Pope. He never touched him.
No, but he takes the ball away from in front of him. I know what Clips means. But what he's saying there is the referee blew his whistle after and before he put the ball in the back of the net. So then, is it?
Don't know.
So it's one of them. My takeaway from it is I'm disgusted about. You probably see it in the video, Rob. The players and the way that they literally harass the ref.
Standard.
But again, why are we not dealing with this at a level? Why are we not dealing with? So I noticed that they've been charged with, not
failing to control their players.
Failing to control their players.
Usual.
So when are we actually going to crack down on this bollocks? When are they going to lose points?
They won't. Don't be silly.
No, but they've been. We've been told that only, in theory, only the captain can confront the referee.
Yes, of course.
You telling me that if that was us, we wouldn't have the book thrown at us?
Oh, listen, you know what my answer to that is, Duke. You know what my answer is, but this is Manchester United at Old Trafford, dear boy. No. No.
You
that will never do.
Prick.
Yes.
I thank you.
Next question. No, I personally, like I say, it does all hinge on when the referee blew the whistle. But I look at that and I think, well, he signalled an indirect free kick. The Newcastle defenders rolled it to Pope. So at that point, the ball's active, surely, and Ronaldo can make a play for it. I personally think that should have been a goal. Now, all right, the reaction.
I so
Yeah,
wish I could download a Twitter video because it's been 2 years. Oh, you're not going to be able to see it.
no. Oh, that's not the Lanzini one, is it?
It
Yeah.
is, yeah, it's the Spuds.
3-0 up. Oh, we're back. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. You're going to do fuck all, mate. And guess what? You're going to finish below us this season. And Lanzini's got to put it top bins, and you're going to be 3-0 up at half time, and you're all going to be sitting there sipping champagne and sitting back and going, life is good. Getting your cigar out and thinking about, oh, yeah, what's it going to be today? Can we beat them 4-0? 5-0? Oh, shit, they've scored. Oh, it's 3-1. It's fine. Don't worry. Oh, shit, they scored again. Oh, that's fine. Look, clock's ticking. The clock will beat them. Oh, no, it's only Lanzini. He's a cripple. Oh, fuck.
Bosh.
Top bins. Mind you, he's done bugger all since. Sorry, Happy, but he hasn't. He hasn't. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Leave it.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I'd rather watch Zippy.
Don't. He makes an appearance on the video that goes out tomorrow. I'll tell you what, mate. Irish Tommy was not happy. Irish Tommy was not happy with the stunt he pulled. Let me tell you, I had to do some serious grovelling to Irish Tommy. He was not impressed with Zippy.
I shall watch that tomorrow. Good sir.
Yeah, I think it's about 7:30 or something like that. But mate, what the stunt? I mean, he's pulled some stunts so far. I mean, he's nicked a few little bits and pieces, but what he's done to Irish Tommy is just
gone too far, is it?
I'll tell you what, it's a bloody good job. He's the other side of the Irish Sea, because I'll tell you what, if he got his hands on Zippy, I think he'd be on a murder charge. Seriously, Tommy was fuming when he spoke to me, absolutely raging. Now, listen, we all know that Tommy can get a little bit potty-mouthed when he sort of gets worked up. I've never heard him like this. Oh, my God.
Well, I look forward to seeing Tommy's reaction.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Anyway, enough of that. We've got a little message that we'd like to share with you from our friends from Iron Supporting Food Banks, ladies and gentlemen. Forged from Iron is proud to support Iron Supporting Food Banks. They are a group of West Ham United fans and friends inspired by the work of other football fan food banks around the country. They collect food and cash donations from Newham Food Bank in Beckton, who supply 7 distribution centres in the borough, 7 days a week, and hand out several hundred 3-day emergency food packs every month to families in need. They are also working with other groups to improve conditions for vulnerable adults and children in the Newham community. They are supported in their efforts by West Ham United Football Club, the WHU Foundation, LS185, London Legacy Development Corporation, Newham Council, the Met Police, Spire London East Hospital, Expedient Security, and a large number of West Ham and football fans. You can help by making a donation to their Just Giving page. You will find the link to this in the description section of the video details in this stream. Thank you for your support. Come on, you Irons. Thank you very much indeed for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't forget to like, comment on, and share the stream to your social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for alerts on new content. As always, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you very much indeed for your support. Final thing to say, Duke, what are we?
Absolutely fucking massive, Robert.
Come on, you Irons.